friends, welcome back. I'm Angela Imagination, Mrs. Imagination. You can call me either one. I am so glad that you are here to see the activities I have planned for the book Thesaurus Rex by Leah Steinberg. We had so much fun reading this together and wondering just what our T-Rex was going to do next in his day. And Leah Steinberg was a great author who used something that we're going to talk about today. She did a great job with her word choice. Now we already have that in our writing notebook, and if you don't have it in your writing notebook yet, please add it. Word choice is so important. Well, in fact, that was the purpose of Leah Steinberg's book, Thesaurus Rex. She was showing us not to use the same old word. She chose 4 different words every time she told a part of our Thesaurus Rex's day. When he went exploring, she said he went hunting, searching, foraging, poking. All of those things are a different way of saying exploring, and it just makes it so much more interesting. Word choice is so important. What are those words that mean the same thing called? They are called, I'm going to write it down right here. They are called synonyms. Synonyms mean the same thing. Synonym, same. So a synonym for exploring, a word that means the same as exploring, is hunting. Searching is another one. Foraging, that's a cool word. What about a synonym for the word at the very end when he went to bed? It said Thesaurus Rex is all wrapped up. What would be a synonym that means the same as wrapped up? Well, Leah Steinberg said bundled, covered, tucked in tight. Sometimes you use a phrase, and that's okay. But one thing I want you to know today from our writer's notebook is when you are writing a story or a book, choose good words. By good words, I mean not just the same old, normal, everyday, ordinary words. Choose some that give you a greater picture in your mind. I can say, he ate the biscuit. Or I can say, he devoured the biscuit. Wow, does that show me a wonderful picture in my mind of how he ate the biscuit? Do you see? It's very important, the words you choose, your word choice when you're writing. So that's the thing that we need to remember today from our writer's notebook. Our next activity is kind of a little game. Do you like charades where you act out? Well, this one is going to be like that. You know how Leah Steinberg, she used her imagination. Oh, I love it when writers do that. She used her imagination to rename her main character. Her main character was a T-Rex. And instead of just calling him T-Rex, she renamed him Thesaurus Rex. So she took the T, but she also used a word that started with a T. So I thought you could play a game called Rename the Dinosaur. Now we know that dinosaurs, a lot of their names end with "orus," like Tyrannosaurus Rex is what a T-Rex is. And there's a Plateosaurus, and there are all kinds of sauruses, and there are other ones, other kinds of dinosaur names too, but let's just go with the ending saurus. So if you took a T-Rex and you were to say, okay, rename the T-Rex, you have to think of a word that starts with T and act it out until people guess it. So if I acted this out, what do you think that is? If I was writing something and I wadded it up and I threw it away and I pointed to where I threw it, what do you think that was? Trash? Trash can? Yes. Trash Rex or Trash Can Rex. That's great. Yay. All right, let's see another one. Can you guess that one? Does it look like I'm kind of riding around and I use the number 3, round? What is something I could ride that has 3 wheels? Tricycle Rex. Or you could say Tricyclesaurus Rex. Trash Can Saurus Rex. Now you could change the letter also. Let's say we wanted to say rename the dinosaur with a word that starts with a C. Okay. What am I doing? Yes, climbing. Climosaurus Rex. Rename a dinosaur with a word that starts with M. Okay, here I go. What am I doing? Marching, yes. Marchosaurus Rex. That's just a fun game you can play. All right, the last activity. Well, before I tell you about the last activity, you're gonna need a thesaurus. And you know, today, because we have computers and these phones that are computers, we can look up a thesaurus online and find a synonym for any word, most any word we want. Some words, I guess, don't have synonyms, but almost any word we want, we can look it up. But do you know, I still use my book, actual thesaurus. And the thing about a book is I can take it almost anywhere. I can put it in my bag and take it when I'm going on a trip. I don't have to ask to use mom or dad's phone or an iPad. I don't have to charge it. I do have to have some light to be able to see it. But it would be so great if you had your own thesaurus, at least one for your family. You don't even have to get a children's thesaurus, because if you can read, you can use even an adult's thesaurus. And with this last activity, you're gonna blow some people's minds. So here's what you need. You need a thesaurus, you need some sticky notes or just paper and tape, and something to write with. Every day, choose 1 or 2 things in your house to rename, okay? You're gonna rename it. So let's say you go to the cabinet where the food is. You may have a pantry. You go there and you take one of your sticky notes and you look up, like I wouldn't look up pantry or cabinet. I would look up the word eat, because what's in a pantry? What's in the cabinet where your food is? Food, or you could look up the word food. That's right. Well, let's look up the word food. In fact, I'm looking up the word food. Nourishment. What if you went up to your parents and said, I need some nourishment today? That would blow their minds, and you have just learned a new word. And in fact, you could tape it or stick it, because it's a sticky note, onto the pantry or onto the cabinet. And everybody that day had to call that. They couldn't call it food. They couldn't say, I'm going to get some food. I'm going to get some nourishment. Or maybe by your on your door, you could look up the word door. Let's look up door. Oh, I just love this book. I love my Bible and I love my Thesaurus. Let's see, door. Ooh. This would really blow their minds. Just stick it on there. A portal. Enter through the portal. Of course, you could also call it the entrance. Use the entrance to go into my bedroom. Use the portal to go into my bedroom. Wow, talk about expanding your vocabulary and impressing people at the same time. You know, you could look at your fireplace, if you have a fireplace, and think, what burns in there? A fire. What's another word for fire that's more exciting? I'm not even going to look this one up. I know what I would put. Blaze. Are we going to have a blaze in the fireplace this winter? Wow, you just sound so smart. And you're expanding your vocabulary. You are becoming smarter. You can even look outside. I see a tree. Do you know another word for tree? You may not know this one. Timber. Oh, the timber outside looks so lovely. I just love doing that because it just sounds so intelligent. Oh, it's fun to learn. It's fun to learn more. And using a thesaurus helps us learn newer, different words for things that are ordinary and everyday. Things we do, places we go, things we see or don't see. Well, I hope you enjoyed these activities today. I know some of them have been a bit different. I've had such a delightful time sharing them with you, and it's all because we read a picture book. I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, see ya.